take from you to win your third consecutive goal of 200?
That's a very good question. I've put in all the work, and I know it will be absolutely difficult for me to claim victory here in the 200 meter, but anything can happen, and I prepare well, and so I just have to keep my mental focus right and make sure that I get my race together. It will come down to execution and just mental focus, and I will go out there and I will give it my all, and we'll see what happens. Not yet, because I'm just taking it step by step. Right now I'm just focused on my 100 meter first round, which will be on Friday night, and then I'm just taking it step by step. I don't want to be overwhelmed with all that I have to do. So I feel like the best approach is to just go day by day and round by round and just stay focused on what I have to do.
You've not come into the London Olympics in the best kind of shape, coming out of the trials where you lost. How confident are you that you'll be able to deliver your first 100 meters Olympic title and retain the 200 meters crown?
I've trained hard this season, and not because I have a few races that did not went too well. I'm not going to let that deter my confidence or allow that to let I feel weak or anything, because in God I'm very strong and I've put in all the work, and so all I have to do is keep my focus and just come out here and just run my races as they come.
Hi Veronica, way in the back here, don't worry about it. Allison Felix keeps talking about how she basically uses the 100 to get ready for the 200. She says she's a long shot in the 100, and it doesn't always sound like she thinks she can win. How do you approach the 100?
I'm very serious about both events, and both events will be very competitive, and as I said, I'm taking it round by round. The objective is to get to the final successful, and as long as I'm in the finals, anything can happen.
Hi Veronica, some of the American athletes might be wearing an aerodynamic bodysuit. Is that something you would like to do? Is that the future of athletics, do you think, full bodysuits?
I don't know if it is the future of Olympics. As of right now, our kit do not have any full bodysuit. We just have to work with what we have, and as I said, it's all about confidence, it's all about mental focus, it's all about putting the race together, and I will not be distracted by what my competitors are doing. I just have to focus on me, focus on my lane, and do what I have to do. I will be running in the lightest spikes, my Adizero, and so I won gold in these at the World Championship last year, and so I'm just going to go out there and do what I have to do. I've trained hard, I prepare well, and I'm just going to have fun here.
VCB, we're not quite used to seeing you lose, especially at home. You started your season a lot earlier than most of your competitors with the indoor season. Were you tired going into trials, and did the earlier start affect your preparation?
You know, the mind is always willing, but sometimes the flesh is weak. Maybe I was a little tired at trials, but the good thing is that I made the team in both the 100 meter and 200, so mission accomplished there. And I'm here in London. I'm happy to be here, my 4th Olympic Games, and I'm excited that I'm running both races. In Beijing, I only get the opportunity to do the 200 meter, and so I'm very excited, very thrilled to be here, and I'm just going to go out there and do my best as usual.
Veronica, is there really a rivalry? Is there something special against running against the Americans? Or is this a media hype that we've created?
The Americans and Jamaicans been going back and forth over several years, especially in the springs, and we do enjoy racing each other because we are very competitive, and my American competitors want to win, and my Jamaican teammates and I, we want to win as well. And so that kind of makes sure that everybody stays focused and allow us to perform to the best of our ability. And so I do enjoy the rivalry. It is great for the sport, and I'm sure everybody will enjoy the track and field when it starts, because there will be some very good races out there.
Compare your level of fitness this year with where you were when you won last year. Where do you think you're at?
My fitness is good. As I said, I have a few not so good races, and I will not dwell on those or and look at those as something negative. I learned from those races, and I'm going into my competition here very confident, and I'm going to go out there and I'll give it my best, and only God knows what the result will be, but I'm preparing my mind, mentally, and I will do my absolute best.
Evan here, IRFM Radio Jamaica. VCB 50 years of independence marks a very important milestone in the history of our country. How important is that to your participation in these Olympic Games?
It is absolutely important. Jamaica has come a very long way, and I'm proud to represent my country, and to be here in London, which you could say is Jamaican motherland. It is very exciting to be here on this year when it's our 50th anniversary, so I'm excited.
Veronica, could you describe just in a few words the difference between your teammates Usain Bolt and Johan Blake?
That's a very, they're two great athletes, and I don't even know how to differentiate between the two, but they're very, very, very talented athletes. That's all I can say. Maybe you want to do a better job at that.
You have one less round to run in the 100 meters. Is that going to be beneficial when you get to the 200, or does it matter?
I think it would be beneficial. One less round is always good in these championship. So yeah, it will be beneficial.
Veronica, without asking you to pick a winner in the men's race, what do you think would be what do you think will be the difference? What will decide the difference between a guy like Blake and Bolt? What do you, from a technical standpoint, what do you think would decide the outcome?
The first phase is very important, but with those two guys, I think it will come down to the middle phase. Who execute the middle phase the best will be able to run away with the gold medal.
You and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price are both very spiritual people. Are you friends with your Jamaican teammates, and how do you relax or spend time together?
We just enjoy running jokes and just reflecting on old times, and just we pray together in our meetings and stuff, and just keep our eyes on the prizes.
Usain and John, they are training together every day. So how do you do to train with your biggest rival? Could you, for example, train with your biggest rival 2 years long?
It would be no problem, because although they train together and they're rival, I think they're also friends, so that make it easy for them to train together and compete against each other with no problem.
Over the years, have you developed much of a relationship with Allyson Felix, and have you gotten to know her very well? And also, what has been the difference in the Olympic races where you've been able to beat her? Alice and I, we do speak, but we don't really hang out to the point where we can really get to know each other. Alice and I, as you know, have been competing against each other for many years, and it's just happened that when it's the Olympic years, I'm normally in a really good shape, and so I claimed the medals in the Olympics. She claimed 3 in the World Championship, and it wasn't until last year where I won my first Tour Jamaica at the World Championship. So I think it's have to do with just preparation when it comes to those games. We did not get a medal in the 4x1s in Beijing. Remember you being left stranded on anchor. How have things been going in our relay practices, and can we expect to take home the gold this time?
When it comes to relay, anything is possible. The baton exchange is absolutely important, and so far I think we are making very good strides to make sure that we have successful baton exchange. And as long as we can keep focused and just go out there and just make sure that we're not in any hurry and just look and place, we should be in a good position.